smart animals, and we need to give them something to do with their day. So we do all kinds of things with the otters, including throwing a frisbee for them. So let's take a look here at what the trainer's doing. And it looks like our otter is going to go grab that frisbee. Now, it may look like just a game, and it's awfully fun for the otter, but it's also very helpful. Because if we were to, say, drop one of our tools in the exhibit, or the otter drops its toy and it sinks to the bottom, well, gosh, we'd have to put on full scuba gear to pick that up again. But this way, we can ask the otter to give it back to us. They can help keep their room clean. All right, now those are some adult otters. So what if we had a sea otter pup who's brought here to the aquarium, maybe separated from its mom and needs our help? So for our next question, I want our contestants to figure out who is the best picture for a sea otter pup. Will it be A, a marine biologist, B, an otter trainer, C, an adult female otter, or D, your 4th grade teacher? Okay, looks like 3 C's up there, and you guys are on top of it. Excellent. You know, this is a pretty tough question, so you didn't know that. We thought for the longest time that people could do everything for the otter pups. We used to have our staff groom them and feed them. We even put on scuba gear and taught them to swim right out in the great tide pool. Well, unfortunately, those pups grew up thinking that humans were pretty awesome. They started doing things like climbing up on kayaks to be closer to people, and swimming with surfers or joining picnics on the beach. Not safe for the otters or the people. So we had to change our methods a bit. First off, you might notice that the people now working with the otters have kind of this Darth Vader costume thing going on. I've got a big black poncho and a faceless black mask. So now our otter pups don't associate good things like a nice bottle of milk with humans. However, we can't do everything for the otters. It's very hard to teach them how to find food, especially wearing that black poncho. So we got lucky. We had an adult otter who was brought to the aquarium for health care, and she still had milk from her last pup. So we put one of the orphaned pups with her, and she raised it just like her own. She nursed it and groomed it and taught it to swim, and gosh, when that pup went back out in the wild, absolutely no kayaks were involved. So that was very successful, and now what we do is use our sea otters who live here on exhibit permanently. And even though they can't return to the wild, they can be surrogate mothers for the pups that we bring in. So that is very helpful. But here's a thought for us. Here's our next question. Something's got to get these otters in trouble or they wouldn't need our help. So which of the following animals pose a threat to sea otters? Is it A, white sharks, B, house cats, C, orcas, or D, all of the above? Okay, looks like A is our unanimous choice up here. Big toothy white sharks. Unfortunately, that's only one of the answers. It's actually all of the above. Now, I'm sure you guys are looking at me thinking, house cats? I mean, we all know that the cats aren't swimming out into the ocean and eating the otters. However, if you have a cat who goes outside, they might eat something else. Cats can pick up parasites like toxoplasmosis, and this is a parasite that doesn't hurt the cat, but it is passed on every time the cat poops. So if your kitty is doing its business outdoors, that parasite could get washed away by sprinklers, by the rain, and it will go right down the storm drains. Well, you guys probably know everything that goes down the drains ends up in the ocean. So now it's in the ocean water growth where filter feeders, like clams and mussels, filter it out for food. And clams are on the otter's menu. So now the otter is picking up a parasite that started from your house cat. And unfortunately, parasitic diseases are one of the #1 causes of otters needing help. Luckily, this is a problem. Although it's a big problem, we can absolutely change it. We can absolutely fix this. The easiest way to do that is to make sure your cat is litter box trained. Because if it is pooping in the litter box, well, you can dispose of that properly. And guess what? Properly is pretty easy. Just tie it up in a plastic bag and throw it in the garbage can. In your garbage can, it will be taken to a landfill. And folks are very careful to make sure that garbage in the landfill isn't going to get out into the surrounding environment, so they'll line. So that's a pretty easy thing you can do to help those otters. All right, so here's a question that some of you might have had yourselves. If anyone here on vacation has been, say, enjoying a restaurant or a view from the hotel or just off the deck of the aquarium and seen an otter in the wild, you might have noticed some funny tags on their flippers. Brightly colored tags right there. Well, if you see tags on a sea otter's flipper, does it mean that A, the otter was born here at the aquarium, B, the otter is being tracked by researchers, C, the otter is being watched by Homeland Security, or D, the otter is sporting some bling? Okay, we've got, looks like 3 B's up there, and that is perfect. So way to go, guys. Otters being tracked by researchers. Now, actually, just to let you guys in on something, we actually participate in a sea otter census, a count of all the otters around here in California to see how their population is doing, and that involves trying to spot every single sea otter out there. So those brightly colored flipper tags absolutely help us, not only to see the otter, but also to tell which individual it is. So aside from counting the otters to see how their population is doing, we also want to track where they're going. So we'll use those flipper tags, which are visible from afar, as well as some implanted radio transmitters, so that we can locate these animals. And so if an animal, say, goes somewhere where there's not so much food, well, we might be able to go scoop it up and give it a lift somewhere back a little safer and with a good buffet.
Didn't they also, when we were first actually making animals tags, they actually had the locators actually put on the tags basically before they...
Oh, you know, actually, we don't put the locators on the tags because the otters can actually take them off.
Back in the day, actually do it. That was before they actually invented the...
All right, well, I'll answer that question later. Actually, what I want to do right now is turn to our announcer and check who might have won the show today.
And the winners are everyone who came up to play You Oughta Know.
Non-cash prizes involved for participating, and everyone, our contestants today, will be receiving an energy-saving light bulb to help reduce global warming and make sure that our otters remain nice and comfortable here in the cold Monterey water. So, folks, head on down those stairs behind me and come over to the podium. Audience, if you have any questions, feel free to come on up and talk to me. We're also doing a feeding and training session with our otters right outside the doors on the deck at our Sea Otter exhibit at 3:30, so very soon now. So thank you guys very much and have a wonderful day at the aquarium.
Today's show is brought to you by...
Oh, right.
This is what I want. I like it.
So they say octopus don't like Venus.
Look at his big old brain.
That shit nasty.
I can picture you take a dark side.
I got it. I got it.
You should have always just turned away.
And then,
Oh.
you know, people be eating that.
Oh, no. You said,
Where's the eye?
What, turn it off.
Look like an alien.
Turn it off. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Turn it back on.
Well, I feel like we're one of those Discovery Channel people. Turn off. Turn off. I saw it.
No, wait. Turn it back off. Again, hold on.
I want to
Now turn it off.
that shit.
You seen it like it just turned your head.
come on, look at me. Too dark to take a picture.
It looks like it's just a ball.
Turn around.
There it is. It's moving.
Where?
Oh.
What if it just cracked on your grabbed your fingers?
Oh. That freak out. Watching that thing. You're on camera. This is a commercial.
His eyes are on it.
One jellyfish would be the size of Brooke's brain. Is Brooke your sister? Yep. Look, Brooke, there's your brain. I found it. It's floating. Look, he's running away from you. I can't tell if it's a dude or not. Look at me. It's a spider web. Thing. Down came water. Down came the spout and the wash away. It's the spider. Whatever. Where'd it go? Aw.